Welcome back, my friend. I'm happy to see you again. There's been some big changes going on within the cosmic embrace. Are you interested in hearing more?
Yeah, absolutely. Since last video I see a lot of changes in the background. The fallen trees seem to have a new purpose now. Can you tell me more about the structure behind you?
Yeah, the purpose that you mentioned is called sanctuary. So the trees are becoming a sanctuary in the woods, an actual form. So it feels as if this energy movement, as I can even say the perception of cosmic embrace is getting more tangible form. But at the same time, it's a co-creative process with the forest. So yeah, it's transforming the effects of summer storms and what has been happening in the woods into some expression that can, I would say, continuously serve us in terms of tapping into and connecting to more of our multidimensional selves, cosmic self, which in essence is the idea of that movement that I felt to call cosmic embrace. So, yeah, I don't know how much you see or is presented on the video, but how is it speaking to you?
I hear you talking about multidimensional self, and this is something I'd like to hear more about and how it relates to the structure, the sanctuary.
Hmm. Yeah, with this I need to begin with one of the essential inquiries that I'm having for a while. And I've been writing more about it also on the webpage in the writings blog section about the what I call original human template and the way how this human experience has been designed, let's call it that way, has been designed. So as humans, let's say born in the classic Western society, uh, we are normally taught, educated, brought up in this setting of complete separation from ourselves and the environment. Not complete, but to big degree separated from our souls. And with souls, I can speak our higher vehicles of expression, our higher selves, as modern spirituality puts it. So then within the process of soul awakening, which is the journey we're all on, or at least people who are tuning in the cosmic embrace, there is this awareness of other dimensional layers of oneself, of one's soul, that can be brought into, experienced, and expressed through our human lives. So I would say that's the multidimensional template of the experience that we can have as humans, that we are having, some of us already. And my inquiry that binds also into this structure is about various influences. So which energies, to put it that way, influence, which frequencies influence our bodies of expression, be it our lower dimensional, our mind, our physical body, our emotions, or be it also our energy field, you know. In the energy field there are so many influences, some of which are our higher dimensional aspects, so our souls, and others are the energies that I would simply call are lost and looking for their own way home. Yeah, and that's about this. We can almost call the conundrum within the energy field around the planet, around humanity, that we are in as human souls. So maybe I can share the basic idea then in alignment with this sanctuary that came through with the cucumber story. Do you know more about the cucumber story?
I heard some about it, but I like to have the explanation.
Yeah, I would just like to point it out as the sign or the reflection how higher dimensions talk with us or how we talk with them. So how the process of communication goes. In the idea of creating that sanctuary, that building, the inquiry was about the form it should take, whether it should be circle, whether it should be square, something in between, or yeah. So in which way to put these trees together, so to say. And then the answer came whilst cutting the cucumber and recognizing the seeds, how seeds were sorted within the cucumber. And there were exactly 12 seeds within this particular cucumber, which immediately spoke about the form, dodecagon, that the building wanted to take. And to me, it also directly reflected the notion of human DNA. Many people talk about 12 strands of DNA. Some might have been inactive, dormant within us, within the whole human template. But I do believe it's signifying different influences within the human genetics, within the build-up of us as humans that have been there. So the cucumber story is a simple answer to myself in looking for the particular form and how does it want to come into place. But it's actually just a point, just a direction that illuminates one aspect of the build-up of us as species. So that's why I found it so amusing to kind of keep reading the messages from this simple, you can say, objects from nature, and enjoy the cucumber. It was good to eat as well. Yeah, but let's get also serious about it and maybe yeah, I feel to reflect more of the meaning that it actually has, and what are we being asked or invited to do or to bring forth. For this, I might begin with a question, which can be something like, how do you perceive your sense of home?
Bringing myself fully here, my sense of self-expression through the human experience, without filters.
Yeah, thanks. I just feel basically to repeat what was being shared. So bringing yourself fully here and self-expression without filters. And I would say these are the two main facets that every awakening soul is facing on their own journey of planting oneself here on earth. And that's the invitation that I feel is being reached to, let's call it star seeds. So souls awakening to their frequencies deep within their multidimensional template. And how to do this? How to plant oneself here? So that's the reflection of the sanctuary here, which I'm referring to as the anchoring the field of cosmic embrace. But within this now 12-sided structure, the idea is to give space or acknowledge different frequencies different cosmic vibrations that, to my knowing, has had some role in co-creating this human experience, or at least has influenced it in some or another way. So the invitation here is to harmonize all of these different vibrations, which you can see as the ways of being, within one structure, which in this case is the sanctuary in the woods, but in the case of an individual, it's a human life. It's an expression of oneself. And I would say the offering is quite deep, but that's what we have in store. That's what we have in store. It's a serious invitation from, I can call star being nations, from higher dimensional aspects of ourselves, to take this life seriously and to recognize why we are eventually here for. I would call to activate these frequencies within ourselves. And that's what creates this sense of home. That's what can bring us home. So I don't know if I can empathize strongly enough what is the antidote to what we are facing in the world out there. It's not about fighting anyone. It's really not. We are way too strong. We are the first army of God. And you can easily reply God with any other term. I just want to de-energize word a little bit. But let's take ourselves seriously. Everyone who is listening to this video included. Yeah, that's the spirituality that is called for. Becoming real. We all know what we carry within ourselves. Before coming in this life, we knew what we are signing up for. The mission is quite straightforward. It's to wrap up this experience by recognizing the unique role one has to play in it. And by this, the pathway is created for everyone else to follow, to join. So it's about creating an energetic templates that, I would say, restore all of these multidimensional facets within oneself, but then widely within the field of human species, and can create a rippling effect for human souls to follow the movement. So that's an honest reflection about the movement of cosmic embrace. It's bringing the most valuable, the most sacred thing within yourself. No matter the circumstances, the rejections, the obstacles you're facing in your own human life, on your own journey, and saying, this is who I am, and I'm bringing it here. I'm living it no matter what. Can you sit in it with me?
Okay, I hear your message and I feel the energy, but I still would like some more clarity.
Yeah, that's understandable. Maybe I need to bring more clarity on the mental level, on the mental plane. What I've been, I would say, more transmitting energetically was this sense of, let's call it activating multidimensional template within one's life. and connecting the higher dimensional vehicles of expressions with lower dimensional ones. And I mean, you can see it in the example of cosmic embrace and what's happening here. So there is the idea, there is the wish, feeling sense of what wants to happen, but then also anchoring it in the physical, which is now manifesting through the partially, through the building up of the sanctuary of the physical. But that's also happening on the journeys of an individual human being within the process of awakening. So once there is some sort of opening up, connecting with higher dimensions, with the flow of soul, just to say it very in a simplified manner, and then this wants to enter in the lower dimensional vehicles of expression, into the, let's call it, normal human programming, there is almost some sort of the collision or tension that is happening. At different points, it might feel very challenging, or you hit a paradox. How does this even want to happen? Because the normal human being, our normal operating system, is wired in, also neurologically, to relate to the old way of thinking, to the old way of being, to being separated, to somehow escaping this energy flow. And then there comes the impulse of the soul that questions, that challenges everything. So either it is manifesting in your relationship, in job, the people that are rejecting, denying the flow of yourself, or it's an internal process that always wants to talk you out, even though you know deep down within oneself, at least the yearning, the sense of direction, the call that is there. And what I feel important to share, what to me is being felt in the collective field of humanity, of human species, is the decision that I would say has already been made within the collective. And that is to move out of the old construct. And that is the golden possibility for souls that are hearing the call right now to join the movement, to reconnect, tune into, get the sense of this higher dimensional flow, and eventually reconnect with, you can say, higher dimensions. That's the invitation, that's the offer. And maybe I was intense in my articulation, even in my approach towards this process. But that's coming from the sense of I would say deeply empathizing with what's happening in the field and what's happening within the souls of many awakening humans right now, within their processes, when the societal life somehow still feels that it's operating in some way, it's still pulling people in. And at the same time, there is this gradual but very strong, very coherent emergence out of it. And by saying this out loud, or by just articulating, symbolizing this movement, I just want to honestly offer what is in store and invite people to honestly ask themselves if they are informed with the choices of their soul. How are they truly connecting with what's being asked or stirred within themselves, within their higher dimensional field? And if they are willing to bring it alive through their human lives. And that's, I can almost call the process of inception, that I do feel is necessary within star souls, within this collective starseed movement, as I'm calling it. It's time to plant us here. That's what cosmic embrace is here for, to harmonize this movement, to harmonize all of these different frequencies, ways of being within those awakening souls, and bring them all together. That's what I can offer, or at least that's my inquiry, and I've dedicated all my waking days and nights to it as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for the clarification. And I feel the movement inside of me that wants to happen with it. But it's still challenging. In my day-to-day life, it feels almost like I need a different space to unfold myself and to bring this in. So I'm actually looking for a sense of support.
Yeah, thanks for speaking about your challenge or challenges within this process, which I guess, rings true for everyone who is listening to this. In last video, I was, I guess, speaking more about this support in terms of higher dimensional movement and how the energy field is actually supporting this emergence, this transition, this birthing of the real you. But you were also speaking about different space that might be needed. And I hear it very well. That's the initial idea of the sanctuary in the woods, of cosmic embrace. Also I, on my own journey, have been guided to co-create this another space, which is a process that I feel can support you in two ways. One is that this is an energetical process, as much as it's also physical, as the sanctuary is being built, but it's all done in alignment with the energy field, with my perception and invitation in tuning in into different, let's say, cosmic frequencies that have been and are influencing the collective field of our species in this moment, and trying to equalize, harmonize with them, honor their challenges, honor their pain in coming in, because they are extending the hand to humanity and the souls that are able to embody, carry those frequencies forward. And that is why my wish and my inquiry within this, creating this particular space, is to find this alignment within myself, within this space, and in this way send ripples forward so that everyone can tune in. So for the first sense of support, I would say, do tune in. Send us some good vibes, good wishes in creating this. If you need some tangible, practical support at this moment, I'm still offering individual sessions. You can contact me in that way. And at the same time, the space is actually being designed and created for you, or I can say for us, for all of us to sit in as a group and amplify, express these frequencies within ourselves to each other, so that we can awaken or resonate the dormant aspects within ourselves and bring them alive in a safe, content space held by the consciousness of truth, by living masters. And in that way, somehow truly bring this sanctity from ourselves, in some way be part of birthing a new species, a new evolving species. And that's, yeah, I know you were asking for a support, but that's what I can offer. That are the inquiries that I'm having, that are the energies that are reaching me within this setting of cosmic embrace. And that's what I can send further down the line. So find your ways to connect. And I do trust someday we can also sit together here in the physical and see what is it within ourselves that is yet to be awakened. How does it feel to be a new human? Divine human. That's who we can truly be. What is it you're up to?
I'm making the walls.
It looks like a feet massage.
Yeah, that too. It's a bonus. You get the foot treatment.
How does it feel like?
Nice and wet and sticky. It feels like I'm being sucked into the earth. It's really nice.
Ah, so it sounds a good way to anchor your soul down.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mixture of earth and trees and more earth, sand. Yeah.
Maybe we should share this in a Starseed community. Upgrade meditation tool.
Yeah. Making cob as a meditation.
It's a way of life. It's transcendence. Becoming one with the earth.